Welcome, everyone. It's RyFry, Taylor Worre. This is it, man. This is part 5. We're coming at you. There'll be many, many more. I love this this thought process that we've kind of been playing back and forth, Taylor. And I've always thought that one thing with Taylor, because every time I've seen you or been around with you, there's always that one thing. And it's just like these little pearls of wisdom that you spit out and that we recognize as far as professionals in this industry and in this company that we love, LifeVantage. And I want to talk to you about one specific subject. And I think it's so crucial for field leaders, businesses, because the mind wants to say, I want to slow down because of summertime. So we're going to talk about summertime vibes and how that can ultimately propel your business into mass momentum moving into fall and also wintertime. But and then also what it can also have a negative effect in the mindset that we have to have. And I think you'd have tremendous wisdom with regards to summertime.
Yeah.
Is it a good time to build?
In my opinion, it's the best time. So, I mean, if you just break down all of the main components, I mean, you talk about seasonal affective disorder, people deal with that every winter long. Come summertime, people are happier than they are all year long.
Right.
Kids are out of school. You're doing more activities surrounded by more people than you do all school year long. You know, maybe your kids are in extracurriculars or sports or something like that during the school year where you're around other parents. But ultimately, summertime is that time where it's the barbecues, it's the pool parties, it's the cul-de-sac, whatever, meet and greets, whatever it might be. Mm-hmm. So this is the time I think people are in their best moods. You know, kids are out, you're watching your kids enjoy life and you're able to kind of, sleep in a little bit, not have to get up and do all the breakfast. So every day is a little bit better, but I think that we're kind of in that sweet spot because you come out of a little bit of the spring lull. Mm-hmm. Everyone's doing all this stuff to maintain business that they pushed out of the first of the year. You know, everyone comes out hot in January and it's go. Right. And then they catch a little lull because reality happens. And I think summer, this June month especially, is a great month for people to take advantage of their business. And ultimately, I think it's even bigger here at LifeVantage. Right now, for the timing that we're in right now and the moment that we're in right now, I always say one of my favorite quotes, when the opportunity of a lifetime presents itself, make sure you act within the lifetime of that opportunity. And so I think that it is so important.
There it is.
I think it's so important that while we are in this momentum wave, things are happening. LifeVantage has had the biggest 4 months of month-over-month growth we've seen since 2016 going into this June. So act.
That's why we're smiling.
That's why we're smiling. Life is good. Life is exciting every day. We are effectively going into this momentum run. And what I've told people on this RV tour when I went around and spoke on all these different stages is I said, the reality is when you're out in that water and you're laying on your surfboard, it is incredibly hard to catch that wave when you're on top of it. It's impossible to catch the wave once it's passed. But if you have the vision, you have the mentorship and the leadership, you have the wherewithal within you to see that wave, look back and see that wave coming and start to paddle, then each one of you can ride this amazing momentum wave with us because it's not going to be short-lived.
Right.
It's going to be a lot of fun for the next while.
Right.
And so all that to say is the time is now. The time is now because I tell people it's going to happen with or without you. With or without you. And life happens. I understand that. Life happens to everyone all the time. You know, some will, some won't. So what? We say that all the time. But right now, if you're looking to change your stars, if you're looking to have a defining moment within your business, I tell people all the time, look no further than inside yourself. Look no further than the mirror.
Right.
Look in the mirror, have a good, long, hard look in the mirror and say that this is my business. As a network marketing professional, I am an independent business owner. This isn't my upline's business.
Right.
This isn't my downline's business. This isn't corporate's business. This is my business.
Right.
You know, they're not paying your taxes. You're paying your taxes. You're paying your bills. It's yours. We just take care of all the back end infrastructure stuff so you don't have to worry about it. So you just get to go out and share this opportunity. And so right now we've got, in my opinion, it's the best possible opportunity right now. This June, July, August, this summer, I think summers are always exciting because of the energy, but within LifeVantage, this summer is the summer where 10 years from now, people are truly going to talk about this summer as the defining moment that changed the rest of their life.
Yeah, 2018.
These summer months. Yeah,
for sure.
2018.
It was so interesting, Taylor. My grandfather, before he passed away, he left me with tidbits on summer. Mm-hmm. And he says it's a lot like Vegas in the fact that when you push at the blackjack table, it's a win.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And here's what I learned from that. A lot of people are probably thinking like, what does that have to do with anything, right, Fry? what it means is the mindset, meaning when you're out there in the summer months and you're sharing your business, you're not going to see a lot of the traction that you normally would see in the springtime and the fall time. What you're doing through those summer months is you're keeping the pedal down and you're planting a lot of different seeds that you have no idea that are going to come to fruition in the fall and winter and into that following year. But the mistake that people do, Taylor, is what? Stop.
Well,
They
give up.
literally
I mean,
take
consistency
their
is
foot
key.
off.
Yeah.
So why? Why is that? And what's the caution from you?
Grass is greener is always really the main course of action. Sometimes you see people just getting burnt out, and I understand. Sometimes people have the wrong expectations set up on this business when they get involved, and so when their expectations aren't met or they fall short of what it was they were told they were supposed to do, they get burnt out. But for the most part, it's consistency.
Yeah.
LifeVantage has got the best story in regards to that. Most of our top leadership is first-time network marketing professionals.
Yeah.
They just stayed consistent. They planted their tree in the ground. They said, I don't care how stormy it gets. I don't care how gray the sky gets. I'm not picking my tree up and moving it over to a different pasture. It's staying here. I'm going to keep watering it. I'm going to keep loving on it.
Love it.
I'm going to keep going with it. And you know what? Now they've got oaks that could not be touched.
Yeah.
Their trees are 8 years
Test
deep,
of time.
and you could F5 tornadoes coming through. It's not going to touch their tree. And so that's what it's all about in this business. My father always says, would it be worth it if it took 10 years?
Right.
If it took 10 years for you to create a residual income, just following the everyday applicable, consistent steps, if it took you 10 years to create a residual income that would pay you in the top 1% for the rest of your life, would it be worth it?
Absolutely.
The answer is always yes. The answer is always yes. And so stay consistent. That is the number one key to this business. When you stay consistent, you find that time, our family quote is, time will promote or expose you. I think it's one of my favorite quotes. I'm going to have it tattooed on my body at some point. But time will promote or expose you. Time can only do one of two things. It can only promote you and expose you.
Wow.
I would much rather have time promoting me a decade from now than exposing. And so I think for everyone on that's watching this, I hope that you are able to look back a decade from now and say that time is exposing you, or promoting you and exposing you in all the best possible ways.
That one thing with Taylor, there it is, guys. Love it, man. I appreciate it.
You, brother.
Yep. Keep doing what you're doing,
Will
we'll continue to change the world and change this company. And guys, we're both honored. I mean, this is something that, we take very serious. It's a big responsibility. But, man, we have a tremendous opportunity to share this with the world, starting with our friends and our family and our community and our states and our countries around the world. And that's what we're going to do. One Take with Taylor. We're going to keep bringing it to you live.
Love it.
And we'll go from there. So cheers, everyone, and have a great day.
See you guys.